Welcome to the Copper King Mine and Railroad. Today we're going to talk about old mines. The first mines were established in 1863 at Bingham. So stay tuned.
Old mines. Bingham Canyon is famous for its open-cut mining, the first copper mine to use this technique to mass-produce low-grade copper. They started in 1906. Ore was discovered at Bingham in 1863, so there was 43 years of mining going on at Bingham before open-cut mining started. Not only was there underground mining, there was also pacer mining. They used pans and rockers and sluices and hydraulic mining. These early mines struggled. It wasn't until the building of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869, then spurs to Salt Lake and then to Bingham Canyon, that the slumbering mines came alive. By the end of 1874, there were over 4,000 claims that were recorded up in Bingham. So let's talk about some of these early mines and show some great pictures of them. One of the first claims up in the canyon was the Old Jordan Mine. It was up in Galena Gulch. Now here's a map of Upper Bingham and that Galena Gulch, and you see the Old Jordan Mine there circled. There was a bunch of other mines up there also. The Galena Mine was one of them. Here's some pictures of the Old Jordan and the Galena Mine up in that Galena Gulch. Some great old pictures of those two mines up there. Now this picture was taken in 1889, and you can see the Holden Tram. To get ore down to the trains at Frogtown, they first used this gravity down, horse and mule back up tram line. So you can see some pictures of this rail tram line going down, guys riding on it. Then they built an aerial tram line, and that was used for quite a while. So here's a picture of the upper terminal of that aerial tram line at the U.S. mine. Now the U.S. mine will buy out Old Jordan and Galena Mine. We'll talk about that in a minute. This picture, you can see the tram towers going up into the mine area, and that was taken in 1909. This is the same picture, but on top of it, it says, site of the first recorded mining location in the territory of Utah. Here's some interesting pictures. The famous photographer Andrew J. Russell, he took the legendary photo of the two trains coming together at Promontory in 1869. Well, later that same year, he took some pictures around the state of Utah. Now, he took two up in Bingham, and these are labeled the Green Monster Copper Mine. So these two pictures are from Andrew Russell. Now, I really love this picture. This is in Upper Bingham, and there's so much going on in this picture. You can see the aerial tram terminal building. It's changing directions. It's coming down, and you see this snow shed covering that tram line. Then it goes into this tram building, then come back out. And there's that small trestle, and there's another loading station there on the left. A lot of wood for cribbing inside the mines is stacked up all there. Plus all the cribbings just holding up the mountainside up in here. So I think this is a really interesting picture. Now this is an early picture of the mountain that will be totally removed and become the pit one day. Look at all the mine dumps spread across this whole mountain. If you look closely enough, you can see they are named, some of them. Here's an early picture of the commercial mine. It was up in Copper Center Notch. Open cut mining, you can see in this picture, open cut mining to the right is starting right there, and then the arrows pointing down to that commercial mine. We talked about this mine because the Copper Belt Railroad with Shea steam engines came up here. You see this curvy route what that Copper Belt Railroad had to take to get up in this mine. Then here's some close-up of that commercial mine. Isn't this a neat mine area up in here in these buildings they have around in here, this commercial mine? Now if you keep moving north around this mountain, you come up to Carfort Canyon. Here's a map of Carfort Canyon, and this was the home of the Highland Boy Mine. See it circled in blue right there, the Highland Boy Mine in the Carfort Canyon. Here's some great pictures of that early Highland Boy Mine. I have quite a few pictures of this also. Here's some colored postcards of the Highland Boy Mine, taken in 1908 and then 1918. The Highland Boy Mine also had an aerial tram that went into it. See, it went right into the mine building right there. And here's some inside pictures of that aerial tram loading the buckets. Here's a 1912 picture of an ore car coming out of one of the mines up in Highland Boy. They had other mines up here also, up in Carfork area. They had the Yampa Mine. And here's a picture of that Yampa Mine, and here's a 1907 map of that Yampa Mine. Here's a picture of their aerial tram. Remember, it went right down to the Yampa smelter, and that was right in Bingham itself. Also up there was the Apex Mine, and here's some great pictures of the Apex Mine and its complex, and look at all the buildings and all the stuff, everything that's going on in some of these pictures of the Apex Mine. So I just really think this is really interesting to see all these old mining pictures. Mines frequently changed hands. They were bought out or they were consolidated. As the mines changed owners, their names changed. In 1899, the U.S. Mining Company purchased the old Jordan and the Galena, Niagara, Old Telegraph, many other mines up in the Copperfield area, and they changed that to the U.S. mines. Up in Carfork, the same thing happened. There were underground mines all the way down into the canyon. Here's the Bingham, Montana mine, and it was right on Main Street. You can see the grade school is right across the street. Another fun note was the biggest gold nugget ever found in the state of Utah came from the Dam Pool mine, and it weighed 7 ounces and 15 pennyweight. So here's a map of that area where the Dam Pool mine was. Let's take a look at the underground hard rock miners around Bingham. What a hard life this must have been. This is a tribute to them.